Very often, quite rare do we ask ourselves very simple questions. How do we feel in a space? Does it make us feel good or bad? That understand and provide for our vulnerability, and so that you feel at one with it and not threatened by it. And I think if you do those things, then people feel a completely deeper sense of contentment. My name is William Smalley. I run the practice William Smalley RIBA. We work here in Bloomsbury in central London. I think the key is that we take on projects that we want to do or that we find interesting, that we think are going to produce an interesting result. And I think as a result, all of the projects that come out of the studio have something interesting about them. Hardwicke Court is a house in Gloucestershire built about 1818 by Robert Smirke at the same time that he was designing the British Museum. It's Grade 2 star listed and is still lived in by the family that built it. They came to us having sorted out the front part of the house, the formal rooms, but the back half was still stuck in its previous incarnation. So we were tasked with sorting out the family kitchen, family dining room, building a new garden room alongside in the courtyard at the side of the house, converting the bakehouse into boot room and playroom. We were very conscious of working alongside a very protected listed building, but a great architect's work. I think we were very keen to keep that clarity of line. I hear from the clients that they now spend most of their time in these rooms. I like to think that's the success of the architecture. The luxury of space is that it should be that it allows you to appreciate it. When we're thinking about the materiality of our projects, we build physical models in the studio, and I think that informs the material palette for a project. There are definitely materials that run throughout many projects. I always try to use materials which are as local as possible. It works from a sustainable point of view, but actually it's also, things just look right if they're in their own home, in the light in which they've been quarried also. I think the material palette that's been assembled, there's a common tonality and there's a sort of touch-me texture. And then I think there are nice contrasts between the softness of oak and the harder-edged metal. The metals have a soft, reflective quality, which I think works very well in contrast to the background materials. When I think of my own space at home and how it makes me feel and what it provides for me, it's a sense of refuge. That comfort is both physical and visual. Why we need that today? For me, it's just that I've come to appreciate it, and I think our spaces should be looking after us.